A collection of logos appear in quick succession on a grey background. Sherman THEATR, Sherman 5 and Paul Hamlyn Foundation. Classic white text on a grey background. Sherman 5, supported by the Paul Hamlyn Foundation, has been designed to give people who have never attended a performance at Sherman Theatre the chance to do so. The free Sherman 5 membership has been open to those who face barriers and or disadvantages. Sherman 5 members have been invited to share their stories with us, who they are, how they came to join Sherman 5, and what effect it has had on their lives. Heather is interviewed at home and at the Sherman Theatre. Roses bloom in Heather's front garden.
Hello, my name's Heather Oldfield. I live in Llanbradach, just north of Caerphilly in the Rhymney Valley, and I lived here for, surprisingly, 58 years. Brought up a family here, and my husband died 15 years ago, and now I live here on my own, which is a bit tricky because I'm totally blind, but it's amazing what you can do. I busy myself about the place, so that's me here. Well, I was at a deaf-blind meeting, and we have a volunteer in our deaf-blind meeting who was also a volunteer in Sherman Theatre, Suzanne. And she came and she told us all about it. And in the beginning, I couldn't quite believe what she was telling us, how that you could join and how you would have transport. Someone would come and pick you up, take you to the performance and bring you back home again, and a very reasonable ticket entry as well. So anyway, I decided to take her up on it and gave it a try. One of the best things is the variety of performances that are offered. I love the children's performances and also the Christmas extravaganza, The Wind in the Willows. And apart from enjoying the music and the acting and the words of all these things, I love to hear the children's laughter around me. I feel quite starved of children's companionship, really, now. I'm getting older, my grandchildren have grown up. So to hear kiddies with their parents around asking funny questions and laughing, I get a great kick out of the performance around me as well as on the stage in front of me. Well, not being able to see, I couldn't possibly get to a theatre on my own. And people could say, well, you could have a taxi to the door, but even then you can't get into it and get your way to a seat. And so that is a very definite barrier. I could never go. And of course, when you're on your own, you're totally isolated. You don't know what's going on around you. Whereas when you go with Sherman, you're helped into a taxi, you're taken there, and the minute you get there, there's someone. Well, on the first occasion, I was very nervous because I'd envisaged being deposited on the pavement outside the theatre, not knowing which way to go. But I needn't have worried. As soon as the taxi drew up, I thought, right, I'm okay now, and was taken in, shown to my seats, and then at the end of the performance, was taken back and helped into a taxi and brought home. It was absolutely wonderful. So after that, I was looking forward to the next performance because I knew I could, after having the assistance I had, I knew I could do it again. Well, it makes such a difference because first of all, they know your name, they know who they're expecting, so that you have a welcome, and you're taken in and even invited, would you like a drink? And really you're being cared for in a way that when you live on your own and you can't see, you're not really used to. It comes as a very pleasant surprise.
Sherman 5 buddy Angelo sits with Heather in the cafe bar.
As a buddy, I make sure that from the moment she arrives, I'm there for her, to meet her from the taxi, to help assist her when she buys her tickets, to get her a drink. And then when she's ready to go in to watch the performance, I sit with her. Anything she needs, I'll get for her. Just explain what's happening in the performance to her if she has trouble working it out. And then I'm still with her until the moment she gets back in the taxi to go back home.
Absolute necessity, because I just couldn't get into the theatre. I'm totally blind, so I wouldn't be able to come really. My visit is dependent on having a buddy, because I'm guided in and get to the right place, and from time to time, if it's not a visually described performance, from time to time Angelo or the buddy that's with me will tell me what's happening or describe what colours people are wearing, and it really makes all the difference.
Yeah, I think for those who are visually impaired or disabled in any way, it's good because it gives them that extra helping hand that they'll need in order to make the most of the performances at the Sherman. I did enjoy it, and it was an experience meeting Heather. It was really nice to meet her, and I was so impressed by how independent Heather is, and she doesn't. I don't think she lets her disability get in her way at all.
Well, I would have thought that Angelo was an old hand at it, because he knew exactly what to do, told me when there was a step, put my hand on the handrail. Yeah, it was incredible. It took all the nervousness out of attending something in a place where you can't see anything. So congratulations, Angelo.
Thank you.
Sherman 5, I think, has given me a ticket to a widening experience of life as it is.
As Heather and Angelo share a smile in the auditorium, the screen fades to black. End of film. The Sherman Theatre logo appears alongside the Olivier Awards MasterCard logo, Olivier Award winning theatre, Killology, and the Stage Awards Regional Theatre of the Year 2018. Find out more, shermantheatre.co.uk, 02920 646 900. More logos, Arts Council of Wales, supported by Welsh Government, the National Lottery and Paul Hamlyn Foundation.